Always your page, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, if you have saw the news, I posted it and I mentioned it last night on my Muscle Talk Monday podcast, and also I posted it on my IG that I am going to the Tampa Bay Pro. This decision I wanted to make because a while back a lady I become a dear friend with, she's a dear friend of mine, the lovely Mrs. Eunice Martinez Kitchens is going to open her booth, Bad Rap. And it was a month or so ago, we are talking on the phone, just every so often, call her, see what's up with her, and or she might call me, see what's up with me. And we were talking, and she's got her booth coming up, and she's reaching out to people to see if they want to help, especially ladies in the bodybuilding world. And our discussion, it was very I would say somber. I think she's highly disappointed with some of these ladies, especially the ones who she's helping sponsoring. And I understand you have things to do in life, but this is somebody who's taking time out of her time out of her life with her money and her resources to try to promote women's bodybuilding division and other divisions too. She's putting up the prize money because the prize money was pretty low the last couple of times at the Rising or at the sorry the Rising, not Rising, at the Tampa Bay Pro for women's bodybuilding, and she's put up some money for that. Also offering jackets for the winners, both I think in physique, figure, and also in women's bodybuilding. I believe and I'm sitting here in my house. I don't got nothing to do. I don't like I got a job anywhere to go. I ain't got no kids. I don't got no woman. Maybe I want something to roll off on every now and then, but nothing serious. So I thought to myself, at the time I was thinking about saving for. I was actually going to think about doing a trip this year, but then circumstances happened with my car. Actually, it's going to be last year I was thinking about doing a trip, but then circumstances happened with my car. I said, I'll put some on the side and maybe get my car worked on. And then after a while, I just say, excuse my language, fuck it. Yeah, that car has been at the same mechanics for almost at least going to be coming up 2 years by next year. And I don't have a place to put a jumped up car. I can't. I live the projects. Yeah, there's people who do it, but it's not it. I think these couple people who had cars, they got towed away. So anyway, it's the car my sister gave me. I appreciate her for giving me that car, and she had it for a good 10 years or more, and then it was used already. And then you got to think about I came and drove for the next 3 or 4 years, and I think it was just this time. So, it's still in her name. She can do whatever she wants with it. I don't care. I'm going to still try to say, most definitely, we live right here, need a car, but I'm lucky enough that I got family and friends that if I need a ride or go somewhere, they'll help me out, but, we might have your own, but that's something I think I'm going to take the time on doing. But I had a few bucks stashed away, and I said, you know what, let me put it towards this trip. So I got a new stand. This is, I'm going to use that for my trip, take some pictures and do some videos and interviews. Also, I got this cool little thing here. Excuse me. This camera, and I got it. I ordered it, earlier this month, and it's nice. It's a little video recording camera, that flips and stuff like that. I can take pictures and take video. The video is the problem because it has a program. It has a video thing called AVI. AVI is it doesn't transition well with my computer. My computer is a Chromebook, so I gotta either get a program to transform the AVIs to MP4s, which is videos that most computers use, or just I'm gonna take pictures with it. I would like to do some videos with it, but I think I'm gonna take some pictures with it. But I do have this phone. This is a phone. This is a new phone. I got one a while back because my other phone running out of room. It's a little bit chinky. It's still some good, but I needed something with more memory and also good features so I can use. So. But my phone, I did a review of it. The was it a few weeks ago when I got it, and I've been working on it. Have some fun with it. Testing it out a little bit. It's nice. It's small and not too convenient. I really love this. I really love this phone. I mean, I'm going to use it maybe around the house here and there. I don't do much, but this is for both definitely for a trip. I got 2 batteries, This one's already got charged, and the one got another battery. Also, there's some other stuff and other attachments. So I'm taking that on my trip. I gotta remember where I put it in my bag. So, and I'm taking my laptop and some other stuff too, because this is not just also a little vacation for me, also a little business trip to help my channel, to prepare it a little more, and maybe reach out into the opportunity to talk to ladies in the spotty world, or anybody. Mazekwe said, I'm open to guys too. But my focus is about the ladies. And like I said, it may not be the 80s, but I'm down with the ladies. So I'm gonna be leaving tomorrow afternoon because it's gonna be a good trip. It's gonna be a good long trip because I'm taking a train. I know if driving, no, that's not me. No. I'm especially by myself. No. I know it's probably be easier for me to drive because it's not too many hours. I think it's like 8 hours from where I'm here in North Carolina to Tampa. And I don't know. I don't have the aptitude for it. I know a train ride is a little longer because that's why I'm leaving on Wednesday, because it's at least about a day ride by train, because you have to stop at, in Savannah, take a transfer, and then go my way to Tampa. And my way back, the same thing. I stop in Savannah, take a transfer. It's not a straight shot, I know a plane would be better, but at this time I can't afford a plane ticket, and plus I'm not ready for a plane, and plus also I don't have a real ID, because now you have to have a real ID, the little ID with the star on it, if you want to get on planes. It used to be just take your regular ID and get on a plane, but because of security measurements and all that rigmarole, you have to have a real ID now to get onto a plane. But this is, like I said, it's a little. Wait, I'm gonna go see if I can do this stuff here. I think I can pull it up a little bit more. Anyway, I think I can. Can I? You folks. This thing can go a little more. I think. Yeah. I'll figure it out. I should have did some testing before I started, but it's just something. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I can set it up a little bit higher, and you'll be looking down at me. You can look a little up, but yeah, it's just something. Ooh, I think the volume's. Wait a minute. I think I got the sound. Sound on? Oh, sound was on. If not, it's my mistake. My fault. But this is. Well, it's very sensitive. This new phone, but yeah, this is something I said I've been wanting to do for some time now. I want to really expand and explore a little bit. All right, have a little fun. But this is also for my friend Eunice. Eunice is a great lady, and I always gonna say this. I owe her for this. This is something other than somebody who's my family. This is some of the nicest thing somebody ever done for me. And hi, Uncle Phil. Kiss my ass, whoever you are. I mean, I was the one and only Nicole. Is that you, Nicole Strauss? Call me Uncle Phil. Nah, if for what's face, I look like more like Carl Winslow to Uncle Phil. I do have still some hair on top of my head. Everything, it's not on the side, it's still on top of my head. Yeah. But shout out to Great Lady. But she took time and she ran into Andrea, and this is great. Says you should take swimming lessons so you don't end up like, whoever you are, I think you are a problem, because those comments, are not. Let's see. I think I can. Let's see. Maybe do this to you. Yeah. See, I'm not actually a moderator. I'm going to report you as. Yeah. And okay. Unwanted. And report. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm supposed to, I should be able to block your ass. Those were stupid comments. Stupid. That tells you what type of person you are. That tells you what type of person you are. You are somebody who is sick in the head. It's not funny to talk about. One thing, we can talk junk about Hulk Hogan. Fuck him. but no one should talk, about Michael Jerome Warner. He did so much and a lot more for our community than Hulk Hogan's done. You know, I respect Ozzy Osbourne. You know, I think I can post it. See, do I have a block? I should have a block somewhere. Let me see. Remove, yeah. And I think I supposed to be able to block you. Time out. Yeah, time out. Yeah, just time out for let's say 24 hours, so we don't have to deal with it. Bye. So that tells me something about you. Hi there, Bates Senior. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate that. But for me, this is really exciting to go to a place I had never been before. I've been to Florida, but a couple of times it's been to Orlando. I've been to with my family, and we went to Disney World and other places there. And that's been for the last time I went was like it was 20 some years ago. It was a little bit year after my brother passed, and that was back in I think Jamestown 2003, so around 2004 when we went. So yeah, about 21 years ago last time I went to Florida. That's been a long time, and now I'm going to another place, Tampa. I'm going on my own. It's just gonna be my second trip. I've gone somewhere by myself, and it's just fun. I just want to go to Florida. I want to go to Florida one day too. Yeah, you should. If Cortez, if you ever get the opportunity, get the time, get the. And also, it's about finances. I'm kind of stretching my dollars a bit, as I live on Social Security, and this is where the best part about this because my check comes on. The government works like that. You get your check on the 3rd, but since the 3rd falls on a Sunday, which is a weekend, they're probably going to shoot to me because how my bank works. So bank usually gives you a day or two before the give you a day or two before. It says, all right. Let me do something with you too. Don't you see? Let's see. Yes. So we just hide you, and we don't have you around there. So yeah, we don't need you. Thank you. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, my other moderator, for taking care of this motherfucker. We don't need these assholes here because we don't have anything good to say. You don't have nothing at all. So goodbye. But I appreciate my moderators who coming in here and cutting off these assholes who have nothing to do with their lives. Haters. Or here I can say to you, hate till you can't hate no more. Because I'm doing something you're not doing shit. But this is something for me that is great opportunity to go and help a friend, and to have in a turn, this this thing is when you have people that you consider friends, it means a lot to me. And I like I said, doing this content, especially on bodybuilding, it's it's a lot of work and a lot of research and time right now. We just dropped the list for the Tampa. It's going to be technically at least 11 women wins bodybuilding total, but pretty much 7 competing in the open. And say oh hi, says hi to Sam Simon. How you doing? I appreciate you coming through. And I was hoping some more bodies because this is a big show. But I think a lot of competitors are right now. Yeah. That's real talk. That's true. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. But yeah, me get my take with suspense. But yeah, but I wish there was more bodies. I honestly wish, but we all know a lot of competitors the cost of traveling and all there like that, and some feel like they probably want to do a later show, but there's not that many later shows left unless you go overseas, and that's like I think for overseas you have the Alina Classic, which is going to be I think the end of August. You're going to have the I think the Imperial in Germany, which is going to be in September, and after that, any other shows is going to be outside the states. That's the main muscle fest. That's going to be around November. So, and then there's a show also coming in November about that same time, which is the Steve Kerr Classic, which is going to have women's bodybuilding. Meaning it's going to be, I think we'll see a lot of women in the bodybuilding world doing this show. I saw some names that dropped, like I think Ashley Jones mentioned she's going to do it. Chelsea Dion, she's going to do it. I know one lady I know who says she's going to do it. There's a good amount of ladies who's going to be coming to that show and represent women's bodybuilding. I hope they have it next year. Also, there's a Grand Prix, which is going to be in Anaheim, California. Not a lot of shows in California, for women's bodybuilding. And you also still have the Remain Muscle Fest, which now has, changed. It says VDK says VIP tickets is $60 USA for Tampa. Well, yeah, but I didn't buy the VIP tickets. I bought the regular tickets for $40. It's I'm trying, like I said, trying to stretch my dollar, brothers. That's what I'm trying to do. And Masters VIP tickets are this was I think actually it's I'm going to check the Masters. The Masters for VIP, because they just Masters, unlike the Open shows. Open has their prejudging and their finals are set in different times, while Masters their prejudging and their finals are set at the same time. That's why the tickets are a little higher, because I think we just do the regular tickets is $80. We do the VIP tickets is $100, and it covers both their finals and their prejudging. While with the Open, it's going to be 44 regular seats, 60s for Open. That's for prejudging, and the prices change because I think it's 60 for regular seats in the finals, and it goes to 80 for VIP for the finals. So I went and just got the regulars. I'm just going to catch the finals, and I'm taking regular seats. I'm not going to do the VIP. I wish I could, but money's got to stretch. Says bless you, appreciate it, brother. But yeah, check it out. See, my ride's going to take me at least about a day, because I leave on Wednesday around 5 o'clock. Then I got to stop off in Savannah wait for my train transfer, which be at least about a good 4 or 5 hours, maybe more. And then I wish I knew. And then on the way, then I should be in Tampa by 1 to 12 o'clock. Then I think the whole master starts around 5. But I think I was talking to you this morning, and she told me it might be a little late. So I'm probably rest, eat, clean up, and then 4 o'clock, so I can get there and maybe check and say hi, and make some, do a little side little interviews and talk to some people, and also support my dear friend, because I often say like this: Eunice is my friend. I don't have a lot of those. I got people I know, people I grew up with, but not all my friends. There's not too many people to call friends. But I do call her a friend generally. So anyway, my dear older sister's gonna take me to my train. I gotta take care of some business first before I get there. Also of the month, so just in case I don't make it back, there's a box out at our place where we just put our rent in. So I'm just gonna, they usually get a rent receipt. So all I gotta do is just take it, write a little thing, put an envelope, and you put in the car with my number and everything, with my apartment number, and they'll take it, because hey, as long as they're getting their money, they don't care if it's a receipt or not. As long as they're getting their money, as long as I have my number of my apartment and my other information on the check, they're good. So just in case I don't make it back in time, so so I'm going to do that. And my other bills, most of my other bills, I can do online. So probably once my check drops, I'll just go ahead, and while I'm in Tampa, go ahead and pay my bills out of the way. I should have enough left over to cover my motel cost, and also, like, I know both, David Bryant from Female Body Forum, he lives in Tampa. He reached out to me and said, if I need a ride, I can call him. And same thing with Eunice. If I need a ride, they can call me. So I'd say, well, if I get there, I know y'all gonna be busy, so I'll go ahead and take an Uber. I got on this phone, I put an Uber and Lyft app on it, because I have an Uber account. I hadn't used it since I last time I was Savannah, and I had to use it. I think which one I'm actually which is cheaper, Uber or Lyft? Because I used Uber before when I went to Savannah. I know Lyft is getting really popular. I actually because I have a thing where because I have this program I go through where insurance, where if I need to go to a doctor's appointment or just do like pay my bills or go shopping, well, I don't really go shopping much anyway because I just have one of those Walmart apps where I just order my stuff and it brings to the house. That's great. Other than maybe just going there just to pick up a few things that I might not have gotten, or just I couldn't get on the app because it may not be able to deliver it to the house. So I don't really go shopping that much. I might get little stuff here and there. I know people, it's like way more convenient. You're not burning gas. You gotta think about it. That's the gas to burn there, the gas to go back, find a parking space, unless you have one of those handicap stickers. Most of the times it's hard to go find a good parking space close to the door. And me, I got two bad knees. I Stone Cold Steve Austin, and sometimes I get the little riding buggy. If I can find one, that's great. If not, I'll push a buggy. But sometimes I hear my knee popping. I got to get back. I got to make an appointment with my orthopedics about looking at my shoulder. I hope it's not nothing serious. Maybe just something give me a little shot because sometimes I can't raise my arm as good. We get older. It seems like things just want to pull apart on you. But this is exciting for me to do something that is totally, I would say, out of my own comfort zone, because I feel too comfortable sometimes. Oh, it's Randy Dean. Hey, Randy. I missed you. I didn't. I just looked and saw you. Hey, Randy. Randy's a lovely lady. She's been on my live stream before. And one of these days, when we get back, we might do a live together. I think she's a great person. Go to her go check out Randy's. You can find it back here. You can click here and go check her channel. Also, donate to her GoFundMe. She's planning on doing. I think Randy's going to do the USA's Masters, and that's in I think it was November, I believe. You're gonna do that show, which gets you Olympic your pro card. I wish you best of luck. I know a couple of ladies who already are going to do that show. I would suggest some other ladies do it too. I know some ladies just did the USA's and they're going to get a pro card. And the second one lady I interviewed a while back, she didn't get a pro card there. I think the Masters is a better show for you, or you're going to stick and do the North Americans, whichever works for you. But I think you said, Randy, you might try to do the Masters USA's, or you can do North Americans. But I think you're still not ready yet. So the Masters USA's gives you enough time to bring conditioning and be ready. So I wish you best of luck. And also, you can still do nationals. Don't use that excuse that, oh, I'm 50, 60, 57. No, don't use that excuse. Just all you got to do is you can make, in whatever class you're in, you can crack the top two, get your pro card. That's simple. But, but this is, like I said, this is really exciting for me. I got to bring these here because, some things I'm fine if it's good distance for me, but reading close up, I got to put on my old man glasses. I got to put on my readers. I got to make an appointment to get my eyes checked. I might just need some drops and everything. It clears up a little bit. I got to make an appointment for that too. I might have to see. Do I need I'll call my insurance and see what they do for me. Maybe get me help with an optometrist and see what they got to do. But it's kind of like I said. I'm really excited. I mean, I hope everything goes great. I hope I know I was talking with Dave. He said it's going to be a blazer down there in Tampa. You got to think about it. Tampa's at the foot. It's close to the equator. It's also around that water a lot. It's going to be humid as shit. Whew, you feel like you're in a hot pot. You ever, like, especially in summer when it rains, because it's been raining a lot here in North Carolina. You go outside, maybe a few minutes after it rains, it feels like being inside of a hot pot, steaming. The humidity is the worst. When it's humid like that, it can drain you. If it's just straight dry heat, it's easy to handle. But when it's humid heat, it seems like it wants to drain everything out of you. I think the last time I went up to town to go and get my hair cut, that was last Wednesday, and it was hot. It was. I think it was a little breeze. I could handle it a little good, but I mean, one day I stepped out the door and I felt like I was getting hit hard. I mean, I was telling somebody it's not heat, it's hate. You take, you take that E in heat, you put it at the end. You see what I'm getting, folks? You take that E in the middle, you put it at the end, you switch it from heat to hate. That's what it is, hate, not heat. You know, but I'm hoping to meet some lovely people, some ladies. I also know who's doing the show. Wendy Grant Wilson's doing the show. Nasha Marshall's doing the show. My dear friend Eunice, she's competing in Masters. I know a couple ladies who I've been talking to, trying to get out for interviews. They say, I'm just kind of shy. Quit that bullshit. You walk on the stage butt naked. You shy just talking to me on a computer, you know. And also some ladies I know, they may not competing, but they're going to be there. And I get to talk to them, say hi, you know. But it's a great opportunity for me. And it's something I need to do. I've been needing to do for a long time because I'm not going to do anything sitting here at the house. Right now, I'm bored. Right now, I'm working on the video for a couple of videos, a video for the show. I might post it when I be there on that Thursday because I'm going to work on it a bit of today, post some stuff later on, and then I'll do my show critique like I do every other, like just the, you know, when I get there on Thursday. And then also one of my last comparisons. And also I'm gonna do that on Thursday too. You know, as you know, I do comparison video, trying to find the right people and put them together, you know, and that be it. And then go to Joy. I can only stay till Saturday because there was a problem. I was planning to stay because I was going to play for 3 days. But then what was when I called Amtrak, they told me that the line back on Sunday was going to be closed. The line back to South Carolina was going to be closed. So I had to switch to Saturday. So, you know, I'm going to leave Saturday around about, the train can leave a little bit after 4. It's going to start about 4, about 5. So I'll probably go hang out, you know, a little bit with Eunice. It'll move for one more time and then head out and catch my ride because I don't want to miss my train back. Because the time I missed my train back to Savannah back in 2022, I was blessed that my oldest niece Marlene, shout out to Marlene, she lived in Atlanta. Atlanta and Savannah's on like a 2-3 hour drive for her, and then another 4 more hour drive back to Roland, back to North Carolina. So this time I can't miss my train ride. I gotta be there. Then I got to wait, and then I probably will be home till about Sunday afternoon. And then we're gonna do our Mostly Talk Monday, where we'll talk about my experience and maybe future plans, and also post some clips, and maybe I might hook up with some interviews for next month. I'm talking to some ladies already. I got an interview today with Alexandra Christopherson, and she is a wellness competitor. I think she's got her national qualification, I think a few months ago. So we're going to talk about her, see what she's doing. I'm also talking to some ladies about some interviews maybe in the next few months. We have some shows coming up. We know we have Tupelo and the Texas coming in the same day. That's kind of surprising. But Tupelo is going to have women's masters bodybuilding, but maybe next year they'll have women's open. I hope maybe next year Texas will have women's open. We can only cross our fingers. Also, the Atlanta Pro, I will watch that show. Now, I might watch Texas. I might watch it, but depending how my finances look after this trip, I might just watch the Atlanta Pro. Just because I know maybe there's ladies I know I might be doing that show. Maybe I go there. I mean, the show went there, but you know what? Like, Eunice to open up her booth, and I want to help her out. The plan was we should go to Atlanta because I have family up there. I could stay with my niece was still my niece still live up there. Her and my nephew, my great nephew. I could stay with them. That's the cost of a motel room. But I felt that I really want to help my friend. I really want to help her because we're talking, and she's a great lady. Eunice is a great person. She's gonna be doing the open. And that master say, do open too. Get off that. Some of your ladies that talk about, like, I know Christine Ware, she's gonna be doing master. Say, hey, do open. Now, here's the thing with open. All you gotta do is sign a contract and do it. It's not like you gotta pay a fee compared to masters. And I think it's like, I don't know how much to charge. I think the fee is so many classes. And I think some ladies, I know the cost, that's expensive, but doing open is not expensive. You just gotta sign a contract and be there. You have a great physique, you have great potential, see how you do. I know you feel like I don't want to be put up against some of these girls who are going to be heavy hitters, but just do it because you want to see how you, just see how you fare, see how you like it, see how it feels for you. You might do a show one day, you might get the top 4, maybe top 3. But that thing is about opportunity. But again, I'm not gonna say the word understand. I keep saying that quite often, but no, I'm not gonna say that. I get their point for why they do what they do. I understand, respect that. No, I respect that. Not say understand. I'm not gonna say understand. I respect why, but still, try something worse. Get out of your, like I'm doing right now. Get out of your own way. I'm gonna try to talk to people. Sometimes I'm a little shy, but now I'm getting open. I got more open and more willing to really put myself out there. That's one thing that I did more when I was younger. I mean, I would have had a woman and some kids, but I mostly worked and I was kind of like, and I lived in a small town. Wasn't much selection from, but it's just something I'm really excited to do. And here right now, they're cutting the grass in my area because it's by that time. I should feel like they're going to do it because the weeds are getting high. Don't take long. Once you cut those weeds, it'll take you more than a couple weeks to shoot back up, especially if you had a lot of rain like we did. But it's been kind of dry. Went to July is the dog days. You ever heard of dog days? It's the really hotter days of the month, and it's really. But I'm just here just wrapping my mouth off and I'm just so excited. And this is a great opportunity. This is something I'm hoping to do more in the future. I'm hoping to go to maybe, I'm debating some shows I want to do maybe next year, or maybe if I do the year after next. Maybe I'll stack my chips together and maybe shoot for the Olympia. Yeah, I may have to lose a few pounds to walk around there. I need to get really serious to get back to working out again. I really get serious on that. But this Tampa is a start. Maybe whichever show is coming up next, that's most definitely, here's my rules. Requirements, you have to have women's bodybuilding. It's only fair. I would love to go to Texas, but they don't have it this year. Maybe I have it next year. Tupelo, they have the Masters, but I'd love to have the Open. Chicago, I have to fly, so I gotta figure that out. New York, I can take a train or a bus. I think better take a train, but I might fly into New York. Actually, New Jersey, that's where they have New York Pro. There's quite a few shows. Going overseas, I need a passport. That takes a lot. That's why I'm thinking about maybe next year applying for a real license. Because, we're a real license. You can get on planes a lot easier because they put that little star on your ID. You can get on planes a lot easier. And a passport's really if you go to another country. A real license is good for you travel domestically across the states. But a passport is something you want to go out of state. Now I know if I'm ready for going out of another country. Like I said, other than maybe shows like Romania, the new show in Germany, Portugal, but if they kept the Europe and UK would be a lot easier because they speak English at least. It's harder when we go to a country where they don't speak a particular language. Canada, maybe go to Toronto or the Vancouver Pro is hard to get to. They say. I think I might try Toronto Pro. Maybe by year two, I'll get shit together and get myself a passport and go to Toronto. Just like go to countries where it's easy to go. That's not testable. You don't need a translator. I know. But thank you all for listening to me. Just talking and shooting my shit. Hope all the best for y'all the rest of this week. It's gonna be over the hump, and I'm out of here. Anyway, it's Mallory George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out. Thank you. God bless, and see you later.